Hello, my name is Heather Wagner, and I am a Tula 12 brand ambassador. In this video, we are going to be discussing the inserts that you can choose from in order to create the perfect organizer for your lifestyle. If you have not seen the first step video, I recommend you stop this one and go back and rewatch that, because in that first step, and this right here is something that is available for printing. You can get this from the website, or you could actually get this from the link if you are watching the video. When you are building a planner or building your organizer, the first step is actually choosing the size of your cover and the style of your cover. And that is part of that first step, but that is in the previous video. So again, if you've not seen this one yet, let's go back and watch it and then come back to this one so that you're not confused, because it is overwhelming if you are new to Tula 12. Now, as I stated, this is available on our website. It is also available in my VIP group. If you need access to this, I will be more than happy to help. It goes over the information that I go over in the video, but I still like to go over that because it makes it a little easier to understand versus if you just read something and you have no idea what the product is like in front of you. So I always find having a version like this plus a video version to go with always just helps me learn information better. So the next step is choosing your inserts. Now, you can use your list from the right to help choose what you need or search through our lifestyles. Now, even though it says to your right, it's, of course, this is printed out. Now, if you go, I do not have a catalog in front of me, and I'm not going to go look for one just yet. But if you have one of our catalogs, all of these inserts are actually listed and available on the website and in the catalog. And what I love about having a printout just like this, oops, flipped it the wrong way, my bad. I'm not a professional when it comes to this. I'm so sorry. But when you have something in front of you to write your notes down to give you an idea of what you do and do not like or what you are needing to create, it's just helpful to have a written version. And this right here also, as you see, it describes what the inserts are, what sizes they come in. Do you want it or do you have it? It's just a great way to create, because everything here, as far as I'm aware of, is everything's available in a medium, because the medium is the only insert style, well, not insert, but the only cover style. It's available in every option. So every cover style, I'm not saying this right, and I'm so sorry, but basically every type of cover that we offer, regardless of size and style, is what I was trying to say, is available in the medium inserts, because it's available in all sizes and shapes there. So the medium's in everything. And I'm sorry that went on a little too long there. And then some of them come in the small, some of them in the extra large, and you'll see that there are areas here showing some of these do not come. So that's why having this printout makes it helpful for when you're choosing your inserts, because there are some that will not be available in certain sizes. So that's something to keep in mind when you're creating your perfect organizer. I know it says planner, but it doesn't have to be a planner. I specialize in organizing your life. So step 2 today is looking at the inserts and then going from that on how to build your planner or organizer, depending on what you are looking for. Now, if you've been with me for a little bit, you will know that I have different setups for different things. I have this right here is my wallet system right now. I also have this style that I use for couponing, health tracking. I use a lot of the medium classics. I also love using the extra large. I have a small on hand, but I don't really use it because it doesn't work for me. But a lot of you love the small, so having these options is super helpful. Now, while you are looking at this, highlight this, mark this, whatever it is that you like or you don't want to worry about, just make notes. It's the easiest way to create it. And sometimes it's a bit of trial and error. It might look good on paper that you might like a layout, and then you might get it and not love it. So if you need like a little sample of what an insert looks like on the inside, let me know and I'll be more than happy to get you a digital file of that. So I decided to print this off of the website because it helps me a lot. So if you need a copy of this, I can send this to you as well. So on the website, we have 15 lifestyle categories. Now, of course, this is just a general lifestyle idea. And when you click on these areas, it would actually show you products. And when you are looking in our search engine on our website and you put this info in, it will bring up inserts that it would recommend. If you need help, I am more than happy to help you with picking this out as well. That is what I am here for. Don't ever feel like you are bothering me with questions. I am here to help you and get something that is going to work for you. Okay? So don't ever feel like you're bothering me, because I know a few of you feel like that. I am here for you. Please reach out to me. I can't help you if you don't tell me. So, some of the categories, we have personal and family. This is good where you think about making lists and being on time. I can't even read this right here. It's about too small. So you got fitness and wellness, meal planning, medical, home and auto and travel. There's goal setting, student and teacher, small business, finance and bill pay, direct sales, faith, journaling, wedding planning, baby on the go. So these are the 15 main ones, but you might think of something outside the box and have a different category that doesn't really involve any of these. It has a lot to do with building your organizer. These give you like brainstorming ideas, but it's just ideas on how to create what works for you. Some of these products, I actually use it for something other than what they're supposed to be for. So don't ever feel like, it's blocking you in such a way that you can't create something that works for you. An example, and I think I've posted it in the group before, and I'll be doing another health setup here soon. In the medical options, we have something for a family tree. Now, when you think of a family tree, you think, okay, here's you, your parents, and just kind of build up on that and see what your family tree looks like. I took one of those and decided, well, not only am I going to track the people in my family tree, I want to document what health problems that they have and notate that in my family tree insert, so that way I have a good snapshot and see what are my chances of diabetes or cancer, because you are more than likely to see something running through your bloodline that gives you a higher indicator for having it. And I apologize if you hear a dog, because he's pacing and looking at me as I'm talking, probably thinks I'm crazy. So you can always take these products and turn them into a different setup. Okay. So I did this. You can find these images on our site, but I kind of created this little spread just so I have a little go by guide. So, but if you want a copy of that, I will send that. Plus, I will also link the files for these for you to print off as well, because I'm big on pen and paper, and having that in front of me is super, super helpful. Okay. So, now, none of these inserts are anything in particular as far as what we're getting ready to do. I have just chosen to do medium. So these are all medium inserts, the 5x7 size. And as you see, there's different covers. And something to keep in mind, the company prints these as you order them. So some people have complained about how long it takes on getting your order. But the thing is, they are making this in-house. So the reason they also do that is that it keeps the inventory down. And that's why every month and every catalog season, they've got so many different options to choose from, because they're not sitting on a bunch of inventory that they can't end up getting rid of like some companies. So that's part of the reason why it takes about 6 to 8 days before your products ship out. So keep that in mind. I was going to figure out where my other catalog was, and it has went MIA, or I either gave it away by accident. Anyway, we won't worry about it. But in the catalog, or the digital catalog, you will see when you go to purchase your inserts, they will have different cover options. I think there's about either 12 or 15 cover options you can choose from, but they also have blank ones if you end up not wanting one of those and just want to decorate them yourself. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So not only are your organizer covers going to have a particular color, print, and stuff to them, the covers also as well. Now the inside of them will end up staying the same. It's just this is getting printed as you order them. Now, again, I'm going to be doing a medium, and I'm going to show you a few differences. If you've watched that video from step 1, I'm going to show you examples here. Now, when you go and purchase your inserts, you've gotten your cover, and as you see here, I have actually changed the color out. This was originally a black. You can also buy different elastics. Sometimes the originals do get worn out. You can tighten them up or you can replace them. And I'm going to show you how to put your inserts in. Now, I know some of y'all have been with the company long enough, you know how to do it, but there are others who don't. So we're going to do a little example here. And I apologize if you keep hearing my chair. I can't make up my mind if I want to sit or stand doing this, so I'm sorry. So now, as you see here, what you do, you open up into the middle of your insert where the staples are. And then all you're going to do is simply slide it in, and then there you go. And that's all there is to it if you're just putting one on each strand. And as you see, there are 4, so you can go up to 4. Now, let's say you end up getting 6 inserts and you want to put in here. So here's the trick when it comes to doing that. So let's just say these are my 2 inserts that I'm going to put in here, and I need to double them up on a strand. You end up purchasing jump bands. However, if you buy 4 inserts, which is usually what the average is on creating your organizer, you get a pack of 4 of these for free. So they'll come, you'll have to add them, but you get those for free. So you're going to do the same thing as you did on the first one. Look for where the staples are and slide that over. And so it'll look like this. Almost makes you think like a little purse or something. Then you're going to open up the other one. Same thing. And you're going to slide that over as well. And then there you go. And that's all you have to do. So it's like its own little booklet there. You will then slide that through. And then there you go. So when you look at it from up here, this one is directly on the insert. And then this one is like that. So you're using your jump bands to combine them together to put them in this way. Okay? So I know it looks kind of weird if you don't have one in front of you, but that's how you assemble it. And so you can get up to 8 inserts like this comfortably, and it still close up good. Okay, so as you see, I've got 2 inserts on just that one band right there. Okay, so you can get up to 8. Now you can do more. You can get it up to 12, but it's going to be super tight. And so let's just say hypothetically, you have 9 inserts. Now you already know 8's going to be on here comfortably, but maybe you have a 9th one that you've got to put in here. And let's say you've got 2 on each of your strands, and it's all even. So what you can do, so as you see, this is where you've got these combining on this strap here, okay? All you've got to do, open up that 9th insert, pick this up just like you would normally, and slide that over. And now that same strap is doubled up here, basically. So what you've done, I'm trying to do so you can see it the best way possible. If I can get a hold of it. So you've got your jump band combining these 2, and then you're using it directly on here as well. So now you can do that. So you see that you can do it, but by the time you get to that 12th one, it's going to be really packed. So just keep that in mind. You can do it, but by the time you've got all those in there, you're not going to have much wiggle room left. Okay? So I've tried that. It is doable, but it's very tight. So those right here, if these were to get stretched out, because eventually they do stretch out, these are replaceable, but all you really got to do is snap or cut that off or untie it, and then just tighten this up and then retie it back, and you're good to go. So that's the other thing with the way they have designed these, is that it makes them last longer. Okay, so that right there was the classic. Now I'm going to show you the Trifolio and Go, because this, even though, now as you see, I still have this sitting on here from where I done the first one, because that works perfectly for your checks and your check registers and checkbook. Now this is a medium Trifolio. This is one of our card wallets with a key fob on it that fits perfectly right here, and that's how I have this particular system set up. Now with this particular style, because it's a slimmer version, and this works for the extra large, and this right here also works with all 3 sizes, because the inserts are designed to fit these specifically. So the count on how many you put in here is going to be the same regardless. Now you've got 2 bands here, and you can get up to anywhere between 2 to 4 in here comfortably. Any more than that, it's not going to have much, you're not going to have a lot of room to close your cover. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, because I have enough right here that I can do that, I am going to put 4 inserts in here and show you. And another thing to keep in mind, which this is going to come more into step 3, if you have plastic accessories that you're putting in here, that's going to take up space too. So keep that in mind if you end up going that route, and I will show that in the 3rd video. I'm not going to do it in this one. It takes up space too, so keep that in mind as well. So now I've done the jump band system. I've slid it through that first strap right here, and I've got 2 here, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. Let's say I wanted 4 inserts for this particular system, and because I got 4 inserts, I automatically get a free pack of jump bands, which is these little white ones that I've got here. They come in black also, so if you don't like the white, you can do the black. And then I'm going to put these 4 here. Okay, so now as you see, I have a jump band system on each of my straps, because there's only 2 black straps. I do jump bands to combine these, so I've got 4. So let's close this up so I can kind of show you here. Another thing to keep in mind too is that when you first get your covers, they are going to be a little stiff. They're not as flexible. You have to kind of break them in a little bit. So now here is the medium trifolio with 4 inserts in it. It's also got my card system in there. So it's just perfect. Honestly, I just enjoy looking at it because it looks so pretty and neat. So you cannot really go in. You could try to push in more in here. You could possibly get 2 more in, but as you see, it's already snug. So just keep that in mind on what you're trying to build in here. Okay. Now, I know I rambled a little bit, but I'm doing this without a script, and I'm winging it. But as you see, all you're doing is using those jump bands to combine them. Okay? Now, as far as your lifestyle categories go, so that was me showing you how to put the inserts into these. And I stuck with the medium because I've got everything for the medium for the most part. But that is part of the other reason why to keep in mind whatever style and cover you're going with. The medium offers everything for everything. So the medium inserts, everything is available in a medium. And even for the covers, regardless of the style cover that you go with, everything's available in medium. Okay, so you can't go wrong there for anything medium. So if you're doing an extra large or if you're doing a small, you'll have to be a little bit more mindful of your choices. So when you go through and you have decided, well, maybe, let's do an example. So you want to do something set up with a meal planning. Maybe you want to use this. You want to create a meal planning system. Now, when you go through here, maybe things that you want to think about. You want a monthly to help you track what days you're working, or your spouse or significant other, school schedules, all of that. By having that information in front of you for the month, you know how to schedule your meal plans. And if you come down through here, you got meal and grocery, which is a perfect way to know what you want to have meal-wise for that week, what you need grocery-wise to accommodate what the meal is. And then you've also got grocery shopping. So even though the meal and grocery has a grocery section on it, that is just to make sure you have all of the items that you need for that weekly meal plan. And then the grocery shopping has the overall list, which actually has the grocery store categories in it, whether it be dairy, bread, all of that. So it makes it easier when you actually go in to go do your shopping. If you're a couponing person, we have a coupon master list and a coupons by store. So those are helpful. We have some plastic accessories that you can use if you actually do printable coupons or get grocery store coupons. So those are available as well. But I'm just focusing more on the inserts at the moment. And something else is that we offer recipe inserts. So if you end up deciding that, well, you love everything so much, you can create a recipe book keep system there as well. The other option with this is that you've also got a pantry insert. So this is a good way to go through and see what you already have on hand and compare it with what you need for your meal planning. So that's an example of how you could take a meal planning and build up a system specifically to help you plan your meals. Now, whether you want to do weekly or monthly, that's really up to you. You do whatever is the easiest for you and your family. Sometimes you might can only do a week at a time, but hey, just having a week's planned out, that saves you so much time and energy by spending a little time up front. It saves you a lot of time later and not having to argue with your family what you're going to be doing. Another thing that I'm super excited about is that we have our new wallboard systems And I'll be using that to not only keep up with appointments, but I'm also going to be using that to help with my meal planning. So that way everybody in the family knows this is what I'm going to be doing meal wise, because if my day is going to be super busy, well, it's probably either going to be something quick and simple. It's either going to be a crock pot recipe, or that might be that one cheat day. And I do agree to have cheat days when it comes to fast food or having a lazy day meal. There's nothing wrong with it. And I'm sorry, I think my light just died on me. Sorry about that. But having a cheat day is important because there's going to be days you don't feel like cooking. You're going to be too busy. Maybe you got too many kids' sports to do. Have a cheat day once a week. It really does help with your budgeting system and helping you with your meal planning. I promise you, it really does. Um, so, but having all that will help you save time. It'll help you save money and help you stick to a budget if you're working on a budget. And all of our categories have a bunch of inserts to help create that lifestyle organizer that you might need. If you need help brainstorming or you need to just bounce ideas off and helping you create what would be the best for you, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to help. I hope this was helpful. If you have more questions, let me know. And I will be back with another video that will involve step 3 in looking at our extra accessories to help with building your planner or building your organizer. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you.